Welcome back to Life with the Spectrum. I'm your host, Gina Cavalli. It has been an amazing 3 weeks of Rush Weeks, featuring colleges not just here at home, but across the state lines. We've traveled into Tennessee, and today we're going to the Crimson Tide at the University of Alabama. Roll Tide, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say that because technically I went to the University of Georgia and we're kind of like arch enemies, but we are featuring colleges that really cater to a more inclusive learning experience for our neurodiverse. Please welcome on the show Dr. Megan Benson, the program director of UAX at the University of Alabama. Hi, Megan. How you doing?
Hi, Gina. I'm good. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for being on the show. Tell all of the viewers about the University of Alabama's ACTS program.
Yes, the ACTS program is designed for degree-seeking students here at Alabama. So students go through the regular admissions process to get into the university. Then there's a separate application process for our program. But our program is essentially designed to support students in four major areas. And those are academic organization, social skills, daily living and career building skills, and then a psychological well-being. And we do that through a combination of peer mentoring, therapy services, and then we also have study hall and social activity components of the program as well.
I like that, the emotional well-being part, because oftentimes when kids go to college, they're really not as prepared as you think one would be to move away from home, to experience like being on your own or whatnot. So what does that look like, the emotional well-being? Do they get checked up on with, you had mentioned peers, but what about like a school psychologist or something?
Yeah, so we are kind of uniquely positioned within the psychology department here on our campus. And so we do have a therapy component just for the students in the program. And so we have several graduate students in clinical psychology who do therapy services for students who would benefit from those. And that's under the supervision of our licensed psychologists. And so they're typically meeting with their therapist either weekly or every other week.
And then talk about the education part. I know obviously that's one of the core components there, obviously. So what happens with modifications or accommodations with the degree seeking program with UAX?
Yeah, so our students, they are degree seeking. They are taking, the regular curriculum classes here on campus. All of our students do register with our Office of Disability Services to get accommodations. So typical ones would be extended testing time, testing in a reduced distraction environment. So there are those things available to students, and we support students in getting all of that set up in their classes as well. And then we also help through our peer mentoring students with more of the organizational side of things. So a lot of those executive function skills, like developing an organizational system, time management, breaking down assignments, things like that. All of that is handled through our peer mentoring.
Now, the University of Alabama has been around since 1831. When UAX came to fruition, how many kids have you seen graduate out of the program?
Oh, that's a good question. So the program started in 2006, and I believe that first cohort, there were 3 students. And so we have grown. Now our capacity is 35. And we have a lot of students who have, gone through the program and graduated from Alabama. I'm not sure of the exact number off the top of my head, but it is a good number of students.
With me today, Dr. Megan Benson, the program director of the UAX program at the University of Alabama. When we get back, we're going to find out what college life is like there on campus. Stay with me.
It can be hard to find a sitter you can trust, even more so if your child has special needs, autism, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome. As parents, we have to protect our children. My Special Sitter has you covered, in-home or on the go. When you need a sitter you can trust, respite is just a click away at myspecialsitter.org.
Welcome back to Life with the Spectrum. I'm your host, Gina Cavalli. With me today, Dr. Megan Benson, the program director at the University of Alabama with the UAX program. Tell our viewers what living is like there on campus for a kid in the UAX program. Like, what does the dorm situation look like? What are their activities? What are they part of?
Yeah, so the dorm situation here on campus is amazing. The dorms are a lot nicer just from a college standpoint than when I was in college back in the day. So the majority of the dorms here on campus are suite style. So that's what a lot of our students are in. They have their own room and then just share a common area, a kitchen and a bathroom with 1 to 3 other people. Students in our program also get priority housing, so they're able to kind of pick where they want to live, with who they want to live, and they're able to live on campus throughout their time at UA if that's what they want. As far as things that they're involved in, we do have over, I think, 600 clubs here on campus, so there is
Wow.
something for everyone. And so we encourage all of our students, they work with their peer mentor to kind of find those clubs that align with their interests. So I know some of the more popular ones are we have the video game club and an anime club here on campus, and those are popular ones for our students.
You can't go wrong with anime. Let me ask you a question. Like, is the social activity part of the UAX program? Like, a lot of other colleges have that as one of the components. Like, you socially have to get out of your room. We know, and you say they work with the peer mentors, but what if they're not really into a club per se? Do you have karaoke night or game night?
Yes, so we do have social activities just for the students in our program as well. We do 10 of those a semester, and we ask students to attend at least 5 of them. They can come to as many as they want, but those are just, fun activities like going out to dinner. We did a breakout room this past weekend. Trivia is always a popular one. It can be going to a sporting event on campus because we all know sports are very popular here at Alabama. So just different activities that give the students a chance to get out and get to know others in the program.
With me today, Dr. Megan Benson, the program director at the University of Alabama for the UAX program. When we get back, we're going to find out how much does the UAX program cost on top of tuition and if there's any regional discounts. Stay with me.
At Atlanta Swim Academy, we offer a free baby splash class, ages 3 to 5 months, for amazing parent-child bonding, socialization, water acclimation, and cognitive development opportunity. We are the Atlanta Swim Academy.
Welcome back to Life with the Spectrum. I'm your host, Gina Cavalli. With me today, Dr. Megan Benson at the University of Alabama. I love the UAX program and the little pamphlet that I got, kind of just reading through everything. The biggest question, I think, and I've asked this to all the colleges because it's something that parents think of immediately. How much is this going to cost? Because all of these programs are in addition to the regular tuition. So what's UA all about?
Yeah, so the current cost of our program is $3,600 a semester, and we do always encourage families to look into voc rehab in their region because we do have some students who are able to get the cost of our program covered through voc rehab. So that's always something I encourage families to look into.
And what's the normal cost of tuition a semester to just go to the University of Alabama in general?
So it depends on if a student is in-state or out-of-state. And I would have to look. I want to say it's around $5,000 for in-state students a semester, just tuition-wise. And then I'm not sure off the top of my head that cost for out-of-state students.
Is there a regional discount for folks coming from Florida, Georgia, or Tennessee, those surrounding states, Mississippi, or no?
No, right now it's just a flat fee for the program.
Flat fee. I really love what UAX is all about. Go Big Al, Roll Tide, Crimson Tide, right?
Yes, Roll Tide.
How can people find you, Dr. Benson? How can people find the University of Alabama's ACTS program?
Yes, so I always tell people to, go to our website. If you just Google UAX, it should be the first thing that comes up. And it has an overview of services. It walks you through the admissions process for anyone who is interested in applying. And then I always encourage, if families are considering Alabama as an option, to, give us a call, send us an email, and we can schedule a meeting for the student to come visit when they're, touring campus. And that gives the students a chance to kind of see our space, meet our staff, and get a really good feel for what we do as a program.
Would you say that people should do that in the junior year or the senior year?
So I think either is fine. I think from just a preparation standpoint, typically junior year or that summer before senior year, I think is a really good time to come. It ensures you have enough time to kind of get everything ready for applications. But we meet with students who are in their senior year as well.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Benson, for being on the show. I just love learning about the University of Alabama and the UAX program.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Just 3 hours away, and your son or daughter could be part of the Crimson Tide with the UAX program. Love what they're doing there at the University of Alabama. And again, if you want to grab more information, it's ua-ax.ua.edu, and you can sign your son or daughter up for the next enrollment period. You know, a lot of colleges, we featured them here on Rush Weeks, and we've done it in the past. We're going to continue to do that year after year. And there's a great website that a lady named Jane started. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that again. It's collegeautismspectrum.com. You can go to that and see a list of colleges that offer an inclusive learning experience and their tuition amounts, which is huge because right off the top, parents are like, oh my gosh, how much is this going to cost me? So again, it's collegeautismspectrum.com. And also, it's College at Cumberland. Make sure you check out College at Cumberland. They offer in-person college classes, college credits in most core classes, partnering with the Cumberland Academy in Sandy Springs. The Beacon College partnership offers additional courses on emotional regulation, college relationships, writing skills, and more. They also have daily check-ins and executive functioning assistance, college transition counseling, and daily independent living skills with social activities and culinary classes too. So make sure you check out College at Cumberland. Thank you so much for joining Rush Weeks. We are officially over now. Not to say that we won't bring other colleges on in the near future, but right now we are concentrating on spring break. We got those spring break vibes, right? And coming up in April, which is Autism Awareness Month, I can tell you we're going to be talking to some real big movers and shakers, so you're not going to want to miss an episode. Make sure to like, comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. You can find Life with the Spectrum as a podcast wherever you grab your podcasts. Thanks again for checking out Life with the Spectrum. Till next time, see ya.
Bye.